Let me tell you something. You can really tell this is not a store-bought dressing, and everybody is going to rave about your Caesar salad. All right, y'all, today we are making something fresh, crispy, and delicious for your Easter meal, a Caesar salad made, homemade dressing, and it's delicious. Even if you use the yogurt version like we did, that's a little healthier, it's just amazing. It's time to get our salad dressing prepared. Now, Caesar dressing uses anchovy paste. And if you really want it to taste delicious, like the kind you get in a restaurant, you're going to add that anchovy paste. You don't need to use a lot or it will overpower the dressing. So my recipe is just right to make it taste really good. With that said, we are doing our recipe for the dressing out of the second cookbook. It has your salad and your dressing. We've got all of our salad ingredients chopped and ready. We're going to just put everything in a bowl and whisk it. Now you can use yogurt, plain yogurt, or you can use mayonnaise. We're using yogurt today, but you can use mayonnaise if that's what you want to use. And I'm sure in a restaurant they probably use mayonnaise. Parmesan cheese, grated. A raw egg yellow. 1 tablespoon of anchovy paste. Now, me and Chris went to a fancy restaurant when we were out in Vegas. They had a homemade dressing, but they used whole anchovies in it, and it was a little too much for me. So trust me on this one. Put it in there because it's going to be good. Okay, we're going to put in a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. We're going to be using 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. And a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. We're going to add our pressed garlic. And let me just get a whisk, and we're going to whisk this together good. You really want to whisk this together good to get that raw egg beat up and all those flavors in there together. Now, when you mix up your dressing, you want to make sure and do a full recipe. And you can always store what you don't use. And we're going to go ahead and get this in a jar so that we have it on hand for Easter. All right, we're going to get this in a jar. Great thing about this is you're making plenty of dressing, and you can have it for more than one occasion. Just keep it on hand and dress what you like. Now, this has got fresh yogurt in it, so you just need to look at the date on your yogurt, and that's how long it will last. But if you make it with mayonnaise, I would think it would have a lot longer shelf life. So you almost have a pint. All right, it's time to toss the salad. The great thing about Caesar salad is it's so fresh with all these fresh ingredients. So we're going to get them all in our bowl, and it's really good when it's cool and chilled. All right, some of my onions are still stuck together, so I'm pulling them apart. And we're just gonna toss this up a little bit, and then we're gonna add our salad dressing. Now, the great thing about this salad, one thing I do like to do is Caesar salad is something that you cut fresh and eat immediately because it is going to be dressed and ate pretty quickly. Other lettuces and salads you usually tear apart or use a plastic knife, but with a Caesar salad, I think it's fine to use a regular knife to cut it up. We're going to add the dressing to it. One of my pet peeves is to go somewhere and they have too much dressing on my salad. I don't like for it to have too much. Caesar salad needs to have the right amount. So we're going to start tossing this together, and it should be evenly coated. I think I'll just use 1 spoon. So you're just going to keep tossing it until you think you've got enough dressing to coat everything evenly. And we don't have enough, so we're going to add some more. Once you get it just right, everything is going to look like it has a thin film of dressing on it. But you want to still see the lettuce. You don't want to have so much on it that you can't see through it. That looks good to me. Another great thing that you can have handy for Caesar salad is if you want to make your own croutons at home. They're super easy to make in the air fryer, and there is a recipe online. So if you'd like to make your own croutons, you can find our recipe in our 3rd cookbook for air fryer croutons on the website. You just click recipes and then choose appetizers and salads. You'll see the tutorial, and all of the recipes have links underneath the tutorials that you can click and print a recipe. My favorite Caesar salad in a restaurant was one that had the carrot shavings in it and the red onions. And so that's what my recipe has in it. Now you're going to take some shaved parm and put on the top. And of course your croutons. But let me go ahead and give you a tip. And that is, I love to take this. Once I dress it and put it on the platter and slide it in the freezer just minutes before dinner is served. Now don't leave it in there. You just need to flash freeze it for about, I would say 4 minutes or so, 4 to 5 minutes, and then put it on the table, and it's going to be really cold and crunchy and delicious, and it's going to taste just like it does in a restaurant. Now, if you want to, you can slide it in the refrigerator, but I prefer to dress it and flash freeze it just minutes before dinner and not refrigerate it because I don't want it to get soggy, okay? So I'm going to make me a little tiny one to try for you guys. All right, let's taste it. If you take out the time this year to make that dressing, boy, is your family going to be excited and thankful. Don't tell them about the anchovy paste. They'll never know. It is just delicious. Woo! Good stuff. But it'd be even better if I flash froze it. So remember to do that. Just 5 minutes. Don't leave it in there too long. Y'all have a wonderful day and a happy Easter. And thanks so much for watching Collard Valley Cooks, where we cook like Mama did. See you next time.